You need to watch this if you struggle with learning English. Welcome to our channel. We're so excited to have you here. Today we're diving into some of the most common myths and misconceptions about learning English as a foreign language. If you've ever felt discouraged, overwhelmed, or even frustrated by the thought of starting your English language journey, you're in the right place. We're going to tackle these myths head-on, just like tackling a tricky potions problem at Hogwarts. Let's get started. Our first myth is a bit of a classic. You can't learn a new language as an adult. Now, where have we heard that before? It's a bit like saying you can't learn a new spell later in life, and we all know how silly that is. The truth is, adults can absolutely learn new languages, and they often have some advantages. Think about it. Adults have a greater understanding of grammar and sentence structure from their native language. They can draw on their life experiences to understand new vocabulary and cultural contexts. It's about having the right approach and mindset. Adults might not have the same sponge-like absorption as young children, but they have the focus, dedication, and problem-solving skills to excel. Remember, learning a language is a journey, not a race. Think of it like learning a new Quidditch move. It takes practice, dedication, and maybe a few bumps and bruises along the way, but with persistence you can soar. So if you're worried about your age, put those worries aside. Your brain is still primed for learning, and you have a wealth of experience to draw upon. Embrace the challenge and enjoy the process. Our next myth is all about location. You need to live in an English-speaking country to become fluent. While it's true that immersion can accelerate language learning, it's certainly not the only path to fluency. Think about it. We don't all have to travel to the Forbidden Forest to learn about magical creatures, do we? We can read books, study maps, and listen to the stories of those who have been there. The same goes for English. We live in a digital age brimming with resources. You can access online communities, watch films and TV shows, listen to podcasts, and read books, all in English. Create your own English immersion environment right at home. Surround yourself with the language, even if it's just for a little bit each day. It all adds up. The key is consistency and active engagement. Don't just passively consume English media. Interact with it. Write down new words, practice speaking along with your favorite characters, and connect with other learners online. Remember, fluency is about building confidence and comfort with the language, and that can happen anywhere with the right mindset and resources. Chapter 3. Mythbusters. Grammar perfection is a myth. Let's talk about a myth that often trips up language learners. You have to be perfect at grammar to speak English well. This belief can be incredibly discouraging and can make the process of learning a new language feel like an insurmountable challenge. Now, this is a bit like saying you need to be a master at wand movements before you can even utter a simple spell. Imagine if every magician had to perfect every single movement before performing any magic at all. It would be an impossible standard to meet. It's simply not true. Of course, grammar is important, just like wand movements are important in the wizarding world. But just as a wizard can still cast spells while learning, you can communicate effectively while improving your grammar, but it's not about achieving absolute perfection. Perfection is an unrealistic goal that can hinder your progress and make you afraid to even try. It's about communication. The primary goal of language is to convey your thoughts, ideas, and feelings to others. Think about when you were first learning your native language. Did you wait until you knew every single grammar rule before you started speaking? Absolutely not. You started with simple words and phrases, gradually building up your vocabulary and understanding of grammar. Of course not. You learned through trial and error, through making mistakes and gradually refining your skills. Each mistake was a stepping stone to better understanding and fluency. The same applies to learning English. It's a journey where mistakes are not just inevitable but essential. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. They are a natural part of the learning process and provide valuable lessons. Embrace them as opportunities to learn and grow. Each error you make is a chance to improve and get closer to your goal. The more you practice speaking, the more natural and intuitive the grammar will become. Over time, you'll find yourself making fewer mistakes and speaking more confidently. Focus on getting your message across, on expressing yourself clearly and confidently. The essence of communication lies in the exchange of ideas, not in the flawless execution of grammar rules. Don't let the fear of making a grammatical error hold you back from engaging in conversations and connecting with others. Remember, everyone makes mistakes, even native speakers. Remember, fluency is about communication, not perfection. It's about being able to share your thoughts and understand others. So relax, have fun with the language, and don't be afraid to make a few grammatical faux pas along the way. Embrace the journey and celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Chapter 4, Mythbusters, Learning English on a Budget. Now let's address a myth that might be holding some of you back. Learning English is too expensive. Many people believe that mastering a new language requires a hefty investment, but that's not necessarily true. It's true that there are costs associated with any learning endeavor, but it doesn't have to break the bank. There are numerous ways to learn English without spending a lot of money. Think about it. We don't all need a vault full of galleons to access quality learning resources. With a bit of creativity and resourcefulness, you can find plenty of affordable or even free options. Sometimes, the most valuable things in life are free. Take advantage of the resources around you that don't cost a dime. The internet is a treasure trove of affordable and even free English learning resources. From websites to online courses, the options are endless. There are fantastic language learning apps that offer interactive lessons, quizzes, and even games to make learning fun and engaging. YouTube channels dedicated to grammar and pronunciation provide free tutorials and tips from experienced teachers. And online communities where you can connect with fellow learners and native speakers offer a great way to practice and improve your skills. Libraries are also incredible resources, offering books, audiobooks, and often even language learning software, all for free. You can borrow materials and study at your own pace. Audiobooks are a fantastic way to improve your listening skills, and many libraries provide access to a wide range of titles. And don't underestimate the power of community classes. These classes are often much more affordable than private tutoring and provide a supportive environment for learning. Community centers and local organizations frequently offer language classes at a fraction of the cost of private lessons. Check out bulletin boards and local listings for opportunities. The key is to be resourceful and explore the options available to you. Don't be afraid to mix and match different resources to create a learning plan that suits your needs and budget. Set a budget that works for you and then get creative. Look for free trials, discounts, and community resources that can help you along the way. Remember, investing in your education is always worthwhile, but it doesn't have to be a financial burden. With careful planning and a bit of effort, you can achieve your language learning goals without overspending. There are plenty of ways to learn English without spending a fortune, so don't let the myth of high costs hold you back. Start exploring the many affordable and free resources available to you today. With determination and the right resources, you can master English without breaking the bank. Happy learning! Chapter 5, Mythbusters, Unlocking Your Inner Polyglot. And finally, let's tackle a myth that's close to my heart. You need a special talent to learn a new language. This is one of the most pervasive myths out there, and it can be incredibly discouraging for new learners. This myth suggests that some people are just born with a language gene, while others are destined to struggle. It paints a picture of an exclusive club that only a few can join. But I'm here to tell you that's simply not true. The reality is, anyone can learn a new language with the right approach and mindset. Just like mastering magic, learning a language is not about innate talent, but about dedication, perseverance, and a genuine love for the craft. It's about putting in the hours and enjoying the small victories along the way. It's about embracing the challenge and finding joy in the process. Think about Neville Longbottom. He wasn't naturally gifted in herbology, but his passion and dedication helped him excel. He turned his perceived weakness into a strength. The same goes for language learning. It's not about being perfect from the start, but about making progress and enjoying the journey. The most successful language learners are not necessarily the most gifted, but the most persistent. They are the ones who keep going, even when it gets tough. They're the ones who practice consistently, who aren't afraid to make mistakes, and who genuinely enjoy the process of discovering a new language and culture. They see mistakes as opportunities to learn and grow. They're the ones who immerse themselves in the language, who seek out opportunities to practice, and who celebrate their progress, no matter how small. They understand that every step forward is a step closer to fluency. So if you've ever doubted your ability to learn English, let go of those doubts. Remember, it's not about being perfect, but about making progress and enjoying the journey. You are capable of achieving fluency. With dedication, practice, and a positive mindset, you can unlock your inner polyglot. Believe in yourself, embrace the challenge, and remember that the journey of language learning is just as rewarding as the destination. Every word you learn, every sentence you speak brings you one step closer to your goal. Thanks for watching. Remember, it's never too late to start learning English. With the right mindset and resources, you can achieve fluency. Don't let these common myths hold you back any longer. Embrace the challenge, find joy in the process, and remember that every step you take brings you closer to your goal. You've got this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with anyone who might find it helpful. See you in the next video.